What is going on, everybody? Hey, Matthew from therighttrader.com back again with another cryptocurrency video. Lot of stuff going on here today, folks. Crypto has crashed over the last 2 days, and this was even a bit faster than I expected. In my last live stream, I let you all know that we had basically started to enter a downtrend in the short term, and we had already rejected it once back here. After that, we didn't even come back and test it. We started seeing heavy weakness, and then we had a waterfall drop down to our 200-day moving average on the daily chart, which was right around 19,600. And that seems to be the temporary bottom for now. With that being said, we could still drop a bit lower, as you can see by this bigger picture chart that I had drawn out, which I'm really glad I did this. This gives you a really good picture of what to expect here, okay? Let me just give you a brief rundown. We are in this orange, consolidation rectangle. So we are trading up and down in this price for now, which is actually kind of a good thing in this sense because there's a lot of panic right now. People don't really know what's going on, but it's actually pretty normal price action for the time being, right? The only thing I'd say is we did get a pretty sharp drop, but we didn't, come crashing any bit lower than I would have expected, although it did happen pretty quickly. Now, like I said, my actual peak bottom target was a little bit lower, and that means we could still probably hit that level, okay? And I'm referring specifically to this white line over here at $18,500. So don't be surprised if we get, an additional, what could be an additional 7% drop here over the next 2 days. It is possible. I'm not saying that's necessarily going to happen, but I'd say that there is a fairly high chance that that happens, right? I'd say about a 70 to 80% chance that we get a bit more downside. Now, for today here, it seems like the bleeding has potentially stopped right now in the short term. Like I said, for the next few hours or so, but at any second, we could get that last flush down to the support level, like I said, around 18,500 or so. And that's something that I would be ready for because in all likelihood, if we reach the end of this triangle right over here, that is going to be right around that price level, maybe a little bit higher than 18,500, but more downside compared to where we are now. But right now, the drop that we currently saw was let's see here. Sorry, I'm drawing all over the chart. Let me zoom back in. The current drop right over here was a over 10% drop. That's pretty substantial for Bitcoin. 13% drop in a matter of 4 days or so. That is not to be ignored. And if I go ahead and take a look at the top 100 cryptos, which I always like to do to give you a big picture overview of the chart. By the way, 8 live viewers in this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you think about what's going on right now in the comment section down below, and leave a like. We're going to dive into the top 100. I just wanted to say, if you look here on Twitter, you'll notice Bitcoin trending, FDIC trending, crypto crash. There is a bit more to just what's happening with crypto and this most recent Bitcoin and ETH crash. 7-day performance for Bitcoin and ETH was basically a 15% drop, pretty substantial. But stocks have really been getting destroyed here, okay? And that comes after the news that Silicon Valley Bank, okay, this is a tech-related bank. They might have certain dealings with crypto companies. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely a tech heavy bank, and they were focused on tech funding, startup funding, etc. And they literally not only blew up overnight, but they got shut down by regulators in biggest bank failures since the global financial crisis in 2008. This is major news, and I'm going to do a whole separate video discussing this today right after this live stream, so stay tuned for that. But this is a huge deal, okay? You can see here Silicon Valley Bank fails to find buyer as run on bank outpace sale process. And this is causing a ripple effect in the financial system, okay? So other regional banks or even national banks have been crashing over the last few days. And I pulled up the stock of SIVB here. This was a 62% plus drop in 5 days. And currently, as we speak, the stock has been halted. So it's not even trading anymore right now. And crypto-focused bank Silvergate has also been, seeing huge volatility. Okay, so it initially crashed, and it had a pretty sharp bounce over here, and now it's crashing again. I think this thing is going to blow up as well, to be honest. I think that's basically what they already said. I mean, they said themselves that they're in the process of liquidation now, and they're voluntarily liquidating. So maybe it's not as bad as some of the others, but this is showing you the weakness in the financial market, the weakness in some of these new startups, tech companies, and the S&P 500, NASDAQ dropping over 1.8% here. So that just shows you that don't be surprised that we're seeing this drop in crypto, okay? Now, like I said, is this directly 100% related to crypto? Not necessarily, but of course, the tech of crypto, everything that has to do with it, and of course that at the end of the day, Bitcoin, etc., these things are financial instruments, right? They're part of finance now, and when there's stuff like that happens, especially with banks, it's going to scare off the crypto markets pretty substantially, okay? We've been seeing more regulation as well, so it's all combining to that. Now, like I said, just saw that my alert just got hit, and ETH is actually bouncing and acting stronger than Bitcoin here, actually by quite a lot in terms of the general strength of ETH relative to Bitcoin. Actually, from the lows here, ETH has already bounced right now live as we speak 3.4%. I'm expecting it to go up to 1448 here just in a matter of a few hours. I'm actually long right now, and we could even go a bit higher here, 1480, maybe even 1500. I'm expecting ETH to be a bit stronger, but I wouldn't get too excited about going above 1500 right now in the next few hours, day or two, because like I said, we could still see even a little bit more downside for ETH. Now, ETH was closer to hitting my absolute target of 1350, but we didn't hit it exactly, okay? So like I said, short term here, I am expecting a bounce, but I don't expect it to be a huge bounce, etc. This is just in the next few hours, in the next day or two. Going back to Bitcoin, though, you'll notice that Bitcoin has been a lot more sluggish in terms of its performance, okay? If I take a look at, what its move has been from the bottom, only about 1.8%, and, very, very ugly, kind of this drawn out drop. It tried getting some bounces in this area, very fail in terms of those attempts, and we didn't actually get the bounce really yet at all here on Bitcoin. And like I said, right, Bitcoin actually had more room to drop. Looking at the bigger picture chart here, it had more room to drop versus ETH, and on top of that, okay, we are also seeing the fact that we did not come as close to our target compared to ETH. So really be careful with Bitcoin here, I'd say. Now, they're both probably going to drop, but be specifically careful for Bitcoin due to the fact that we are still 7% away from the target that I had drawn out here. And we already, confirmed this short-term downtrend. I think it would be very, very unlikely for us to come this low and not hit our uptrend line. With that being said, I do think the uptrend line is going to hold. I do think that 18,500 or so area is going to hold as support as well. And by the way, make sure to go follow me for those live crypto updates on my Twitter. Link in the description to that. And like I said, guys, smash that like button. And also, I want to see your comments, okay? Let me know in the comment section down below what you think of this most recent drop. What are you doing? Are you buying? Are you selling? Are you holding? Please let us know in the comment section down below. This is what this channel is here for. We like to discuss with each other what's going on in crypto, and that's why I make those videos. So please participate in the chat. Let me know any questions that you might have for Bitcoin, ETH, or any other cryptos. And here we're going to dive into the global cryptocurrency market cap, which is now officially, and this is something that I really don't like, to be honest, has fallen back below $1 trillion in market cap. You're going to see here we're currently at 966 billion. For the last, let's call it 2 months, I believe, we've been over $1 trillion in market cap, and now we fell back below it. Okay, that tends to be a pretty good gauge of the general strength of the crypto market. When we're above 1 trillion, we tend to be a bit stronger. When we're below 1 trillion, that's when things start looking sketchy again. Current drop 4.8% for the global cryptocurrency market cap in the last 24 hours. That's pretty sizable. Okay, we're talking about a $1 trillion combined asset there. Asset class. Dominance for Bitcoin, 39.9%. ETH is at 17.6%. In terms of, let's look at the worst performance in the last 24 hours. Now, Huobi token had some crazy stuff going on. Okay, it literally dropped 93% here, and then bounced over 1,000%. From what I saw on different social media pages. So that was, I guess, a flash crash on the Huobi token. Thought I'd mention it. Other than that, Dash here seeming to be a weak performer. I think Dash is an old coin. I don't see anything bullish about this coin. Immutable X, Tron here dropping. Litecoin actually getting its first pullback in a long time. Okay, 71%. Sorry, $71, 25% drop in the last 7 days. 12% drop just in the last 24 hours alone. I think that's actually kind of a good thing for Litecoin, right? It's just getting a pullback, and I think Litecoin is actually a very good buy right now still. Not financial advice, just my own personal opinion. Now, in terms of other coins, Optimism here also getting a bit of a hit. We have actually a mixed coins that are dropping here. So it's not like a specific category of coins are dropping, just kind of different types of coins. I mean, it does seem like some of those Asian coins are dropping quite a bit here. Huobi, OKX, Filecoin, but I can't see any specific patterns, right? It seems like just any coins have been dropping. Maybe some of the coins that have outperformed a little bit in the last few weeks are dropping a bit now. Ajax, this is AI coin, once again getting a bit of a drop here, 38% in the last 7 days. Phantom pulling back. This one has been on a bit of a pullback after its most recent pump. Maker falling back again. I think Maker could be a pretty good buy in this current market condition here with everything that's going on in stablecoins. And actually, ETH is pretty high up on the list of worst performers here, and of course Bitcoin there as well. So Bitcoin and ETH have not been dodging whatsoever this market drop. Okay, arguably they've been leading it. Now, looking at the top performers in the last 24 hours, we have Kava, Quant. Now this is interesting. Okay, Quant is a coin that actually got a pretty rough pullback over the last few weeks. Now it's getting its bounce. So that's something that's important to notice there as well. Okay, this seems like it may have found a short-term bottom. I can go ahead and pull up the chart and take a look at what's going on. But you'll notice here that it did have a lot of support at this $100 area. We didn't absolutely hit that. We hit around 105, but we've been bouncing very nicely off that. We'll have to see if that's the extent of the drop or not. It does seem like that could be the extent of the drop, in my opinion, for Quant specifically, just because it's a coin that performed very strongly. It got its pullback before the rest of the market, and now it's bouncing a bit. Money going into gold, it seems like. Okay, these gold-backed cryptocurrencies, PaxG, Tether Gold, performing well here in the last 24 hours. Actually, very well, if I may say so myself. Polygon, this thing hit 95 cents last night. So let me go ahead and pull up Matic here. Hit 95 cents last night, and that was kind of my peak bottom target for this coin. I think that was it. We're not going to drop lower than that. We got a very sharp bounce actually off that 200-day moving average, already up over 8%. And we do still have this downtrend line, but I think we're going to break out of that in the next week. Okay, so I think that 95 cent, we could go back and test it, but I think you know, I should draw the range here that I'm kind of expecting for Matic, right? This is a pretty good coin to gauge the overall strength of the market. I think the range that we're going to be in here is going to be this right here, okay? So between 95 cents and $1.30 in the next few weeks and months. That's the range I expect Matic to trade in. Okay, it's overall still always been a stronger coin than the rest of the market. It got a very nice bounce off that level, which confirmed my thesis here. So everything going as planned as far as that's concerned. Now, let me ask you here in the chat, any other coins you want me to do a technical analysis, please let me know in the comment section down below right now. If you want to support the channel, please consider dropping a super chat. We have many regular supporters like Blue and others who drop super chats to support the stream. It's greatly appreciated and needed for the daily content creation of these videos. So please support the channel if you can. And if you want to ask me a question, make sure I see it. Make sure I give you a dedicated answer. The best way to do that is a super chat, or else you can just drop a comment in the comment section down below. I want to see more likes, guys. I don't know why we only have one like. I think I made a really strong video for all of you today discussing what's going on with crypto and also what has been going on kind of in traditional finance, right? That hasn't been helping out crypto's drop here and causing a bit of an overall disaster across the space. But moving over towards, let's see here, XRP, which we always cover in these live streams. XRP has rejected once again, breaking above 42 cents. And at this point, I think we all know what's happening, right? First off, could we fall a bit lower down to 32 cents here for XRP? I think absolutely yes. I think that's going to happen. With that being said, nothing has changed in terms of the consolidation that we've been in for XRP, right? Which is this rectangle right here. More up and down, expect more up and down. And I think that the only thing that we really don't want to see is a drop below 32 cents or below 30 cents would be pretty disastrous. Okay, that could push us back into much lower ranges for XRP, possibly even as low as 10 cents or below. So we really don't want to see that happen, but keep an eye on this rectangle here to kind of anticipate, if we break down, things could get pretty ugly here for XRP. With that being said, if we stay in the triangle and then we break above 42 cents, that's ultimately what we want to see happen. Okay, I wanted to also pull up the heat map here for crypto and just give you guys a big picture of what's been going on in the last month. Bitcoin down 13%, ETH down 14%, BNB down 15%. So actually most of these coins here, this is something that doesn't always happen, but most of these coins are actually moving a very similar amount, right? We have some coins that performed quite good that have been dropping, like Litecoin, a little bit more, AVAX as well here. These things pulling back pretty hard. Once again, when you're in this type of financial scare, right, people are gonna hold on to and liquidate less the stronger assets, right? But they're going to be much more quick to liquidate maybe the smaller, arguably more random assets. And that's why we're seeing, some of these altcoins getting hit pretty hard here. Dogecoin getting wrecked, down 30% in the last month. Now it's 6 cents. I did have a kind of a price target on Doge that it was actually going to eventually go back before the next bull market and hit 2 cents. It is possible. But right now it seems like it wants to go down to that 5.6 cent level. We'll see what happens, right? But I think this one will be a very good buy at the lows for the next bull market. Okay, so keep an eye on that. With that being said, I want to make another separate live stream today for the SVB financial group, everything that's going on with the stock market. So stay tuned if you want to see that. That'll be coming up right after this live stream. And make sure to follow me on Twitter. Check out my technical analysis master course if you want to learn technical analysis trading. 30-day money back guarantee. Of course, none of this is financial advice. Link in the description. And make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already. Consider dropping a super chat to help support the stream. And I will, of course, keep you updated in the coming weeks with everything that's going on with crypto. But if we look at what is happening with Bitcoin, this is still along the normal pattern here of what's going on with the chart, except for the fact that we could see a little bit more downside before we're going to move towards the end of the triangle, where ultimately, right, we're going to make the decision of bounce or crash. And at that point, we'll see how it's going, right? But I think that we have every chance to stay in this range or even move higher. It's just right now we're moving along the pattern of after this pump, we're kind of getting that pullback, and we'll bounce off that uptrend line normally. So wanted to give you guys an update. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all very soon. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.